Hello and welcome to the next episode of Business Accelerators. I'm Jackson Hewitt, filling in for Alan Kohler. Now today we go to the Victorian town of Bendigo where we talk to BuildPro. It's owned by Susan Hull and it's a buyers group that buys materials for builders in the local district. Now Susan's been in the business for 19 years. She's at that point in her career where she's asking herself, what's the value of this business? And possibly, how could she find ways to step up and out and let the business run herself? Let's have a look.
My name's Susan Hull and I'm one of the owners of BuildPro Bendigo, plus the working manager here. BuildPro is a supplier of building products, but mostly for the external part of your building. So it's bricks, pavers, supply and install roof tile.
BuildPro essentially is a collection of like-minded businesses operating under the brand of BuildPro. I think back at about 2004 we established ourselves, and there was a lot of regional businesses that are facing similar challenges and issues. They came together and became the BuildPro group, and we market ourselves under that branding.
To build the product range that we have now did take time. It wasn't just opening your doors and just saying, everyone come in and support us. It was a lot of negotiation beforehand to get those suppliers on board and to make sure that we get the best results for them for this area as well. We started with two working managers here, from 2 staff members to 5 staff members. Our customer base started from scratch, but we did have a good relationship with the building trade here that supported us, and now it's, we've probably got a customer base of, nearly 200 tradespeople, and their, retail base is over 1,000. So business value is very much valued on the service we provide and the knowledge that we have. But for me personally, being in my area, it's inquiring to the local council and strategic planning and just finding out where the next growth areas of Bendigo will be, working out the population growth compared to the amount of housing starts that has to meet that population growth. The latest statistics for Bendigo is looking very good. There's about a population growth, hopefully of about 40,000 people till 2031. We know that that's going to need about 1,000 houses per year to fulfil that.
I think the other key point with our members is they live and die by the sword. The person who runs the store generally owns the store, so they're working hard every week, and I think that's a key point in difference too. We're very lowly geared. Our staff, or their staff, are the greatest assets, and they're very multi-skilled. So you can't be dedicated to one role or one position. But I think that's a key strength of our business and what differentiates us from our competitors.
When you start a business like this, one of the main things is you don't want to just exit, sell, or exit and just leave it away. You've built this business, so you want to see it succeed for many years to come as well. You feel responsible for not just the new owners or the new family members that are taking over, but for your employees and everybody else as well. And especially for your customers that you've built that relationship with, you just don't want to leave it. So it's putting things in place to build a strong equity into what the structure and what your business is for that region.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. So the big question for Susan is this. She knows there's equity in the business, but how does she quantify it? What's the value of that equity and how can she actually use that going forward? So join us next week when we talk to Dr. Richard Shrapnel of Pitcher Partners about how to do that. Join us then.
I think the day you start your business, you need to think about succession. And succession is about capital value. It's not about retirement, it's about building capital value. And you begin to say, if the business only consists of me, what can the business be worth? So once the business begins to get some momentum, I need